Here in the second half, I split of Mark 2:13 to 28. Once again, Jesus went outside beside the lake. A large crowd came to him, and he began to teach them. As he walked along, he saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax collector's booth. He was a tax collector. Follow me, Jesus told him, and Levi got up and followed him. While Jesus was having dinner at Levi's house, many tax collectors and sinners, as quotations, we're all sinners, but as they call them here, were eating with him and his disciples, learners, for there were many who followed him, Jesus. When the teachers of the law, who were Pharisees, saw him eating, Jesus, with the sinners, quotations, I explained that, and tax collectors, they asked his disciples, why does he eat, Jesus, with tax collectors and, again, sinners, quotations? On hearing this, Jesus knew he's God. First John said to them, is it not the healthy, a parable, an example, who need a doctor but the sick? I have come not for the righteous, but the sinners who are sick, to heal them. Now John's disciples, John the Baptist, and the Pharisees who were fasting, doesn't command the Bible fasting, but if you're really going through a lot, prayer and fasting is good, came and asked Jesus, how is it that John's disciples and the disciples of the Pharisees are fasting, but yours are not? Jesus answered a parable again. How can the guests of the bridegroom, who is Jesus, fast while he is there? He's still there, Jesus. Then they cannot, so long as they have him, they're alive. He's talking about he's going to die. But the time will come when the bridegroom, Jesus, will die, to take it away from them, and that's when they'll fast to help them go through preaching the gospel and everything that they need to go through in life, the hard times that they went through. Anyhow, no one sews a patch, and this is examples of what things you don't do, right, to confirm that, right? And as an example, no one sews a patch of unshrunk cloth to an old garment. If he does, the new piece will pull away the old, making the tear worse. And no one pours new wine into old wineskins. If he does, the wine will burst the skins, and both the wine and the wineskins will be ruined. No, he pours new wine into new wineskins. Meaning, things you don't do. Just like if you want to fast, you're going through hard times. That doesn't say you must fast. Jesus says when you fast, the adverb at the time. It wasn't a verb in the imperative mode as a command, like come, go as a command, fast. You know what I mean? But either way, it's hard times. It's good to do it. Okay, and the last part here, one Sabbath, Jesus was going through the fields, and I need to glean at the beginning. The apostles ate of the heads of the corn, and the Pharisees saw it and said, what are you doing? Your apostles are working. And he said, no. They had a whole book. You couldn't run out of fire. The Pharisees on the Sabbath, it was crazy. They made a religion of the Sabbath. So Jesus answered, didn't David, I need to glean, when he was running for his life from Saul, he ate the bread only for the priests because it was an oxen ditch situation, emergency. And he gave it to his followers, and there was no sin because it was oxen ditch situation. Then Jesus said to him, the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath, as you make in the whole book, in the religion of the Sabbath. And the Son of Man, his name, Jesus,